The words hang in the air. 4 of them, simple, commonplace, yet they land with the weight of a guillotine's blade. We need to talk. The silence that follows is a predator. It stalks the space between you, heavy with unspoken accusations. Your heart begins a frantic, muffled drumbeat against your ribs. Your mind, a loyal soldier, scrambles for intelligence. What did I do? What did I say? What did I forget? This is not an invitation to communicate. You know this. You feel it in the sudden chill that traces your spine. This is an ambush, a carefully set psychological snare designed to strip you of your balance before the first real word is ever spoken. The phrase "we need to talk" is a masterpiece of frame control. It instantly establishes a power dynamic. There is an issue, and she is the one who has identified it. She is the judge. You are the defendant. The trial has begun without your consent, and you've been summoned to the stand completely unprepared. Your mind races through a Rolodex of recent memories, each one a potential crime. Was it the dishes left in the sink? The comment you made last Tuesday? The friend you forgot to mention? The ambiguity is the weapon. It's a cognitive void, and your brain, hating a vacuum, rushes to fill it with the worst possible scenarios. You start building the case against yourself. This is not an accident. This is psychology. By seeding uncertainty, the accuser forces you onto the defensive. You enter the conversation already at a disadvantage, already seeking to placate. Your goal shifts from understanding the issue to surviving the encounter. You're no longer a partner in a dialogue. You're a prisoner negotiating for leniency. Let's call him the marionette. A man with a good heart and a spine made of soft clay. He lived in a house with spindly furniture and perpetually overcast skies. His partner, the weaver, was a creature of quiet intensity. Her words were like silk threads, soft but impossibly strong. She wove conversational webs with an artist's precision. One evening, as the last grey light bled from the sky, the weaver turned to the marionette. "We need to talk," she said. The air crackled. The marionette's wooden heart hammered in his chest. "Of course," he stammered, his joints clicking with anxiety. "Now, what's wrong?" He had taken the bait. He validated the frame. By asking what's wrong, he accepted the premise that something was, indeed, wrong, and that he was likely the cause. The weaver spoke for an hour. Her voice, a calm and measured river, eroded his defenses. She spoke of feelings, of tones, of perceived slights. She never raised her voice. She didn't need to. The initial ambush had done the heavy lifting. The marionette, desperate to escape the crushing weight of her unstated disappointment, began to confess. He apologized for his silences. He apologized for his choice of words. He apologized for the very space he occupied. He was a puppet dancing on the strings of guilt she had so expertly woven. He left the conversation feeling drained, hollowed out. He had agreed to change, to be better, without ever fully understanding the crime. This is the fate of those who walk into the ambush unprepared. But you will not be the marionette. Your strings are your own. So when those words are spoken, when the air grows cold and the trap is set, you will not flinch. You will not scramble. You will breathe. This is your counter-strike. It is not a weapon of aggression, but a shield of awareness, a series of precise psychological maneuvers to dismantle the ambush. Counter-strike. Phase 1. Acknowledge and defer. Do not engage on her terms. Do not accept the immediacy of the summons. She says, "We need to talk." You will meet her gaze. Your voice will be calm, level. "I hear you. Whatever it is, it's important we give it our full attention." Then you defer. "I'm in the middle of something right now. Let's sit down and talk properly at 8 p.m. or tomorrow, or in an hour." The specific time matters less than the act of setting it. You have just disarmed the immediacy bomb. The ambush relies on the shock of the now. By postponing, you have given yourself time to breathe, time to think. The power dynamic has already begun to shift. The conversation is no longer a summons you must obey, but a meeting you have mutually scheduled. Counter-strike. Phase 2. define the arena. Never have the conversation in a space that feels like her territory or one where you feel trapped. Let's talk at 8 p.m. in the living room, not in the bedroom. Suggest a neutral, open space. The kitchen table, a walk outside, a place where neither party has a tactical advantage. This prevents the environment itself from becoming a weapon. You are moving the trial out of her star chamber and into a court of peers. Counterstrike, Phase 3. The masterstroke. Reveal the unseen. Before the scheduled time, you will ask one simple, devastatingly effective question. You approach her calmly sometime before the meeting. So I can give it some proper thought and understand you better, what specifically is on your mind for our talk later. Watch what happens. You have just dismantled the core weapon of the ambush, ambiguity. You have forced the intangible accusation to take a physical form. She can no longer rely on the terror of the unknown. She must now articulate her grievance. I felt hurt when you, or I'm concerned about. This changes everything. The amorphous cloud of you did something wrong has been reduced to a specific, manageable point. The psychological nuke has been downgraded to a conventional weapon. Now you can prepare. You can reflect. Was her feeling justified? Was it a misunderstanding? You are no longer reacting. You are preparing to engage. When 8 p.m. arrives, you walk into the conversation not as a defendant, but as an equal partner. You know the topic. You've considered your perspective. You are grounded. The conversation that follows might still be difficult. Relationships are complex, but it will be a conversation, not a verdict. A dialogue, not a monologue. You have refused to be psychologically outmaneuvered. You have respected yourself enough to demand a fair engagement. You have held onto your strings. The phrase "we need to talk" will forever be a test of your awareness, your boundaries, and your self-worth. It is not an attack you must survive. It is a game you must refuse to play by their rules. Acknowledge, defer, define. This is not just a strategy for a conversation. This is the architecture of respect. Build it, and you will never be a marionette again.